There is a unique silence that belongs only to sleeping children, a quiet so profound we mistake it for peace. In the archives of the last century, that silence was preserved on decaying data cassettes, buried under layers of quality assurance protocols. But data degrades. In the static between the sanitized reports, you can hear it, the soft synthetic rasp of treated cloth and the sound of the system itself trying to forget. The deletion protocol failed. What remains is a scar in the data, a corrupted log of what was done in the name of safety. This is Archive 77B. Quality Assurance Archive 77, 1998. Commencing analysis of Batch 412. Material designation, pyrocryl synthetic textile. This batch consists of 350 rolls manufactured on looms 7 through 11. Visual inspection confirms uniform weave density and color saturation consistent with product specification 904C. No significant fraying or thread pulls detected across the initial 10% sampling. The process is nominal. Proceeding to chemical analysis. Flame retardant compound is designated PBDE, applied at a concentration of 5% by weight. Spectrometry confirms molecular integrity. The compound is stable under standard heat and pressure tests, meeting all federal safety guidelines for juvenile sleepwear. Volatility is within acceptable parameters. Off-gassing at 25 degrees Celsius measures 0.01 parts per million. The material performs as expected. No anomalies are recorded in this segment. Batch 412 has passed primary stress testing. Tensile strength exceeds requirements by 12%. Abrasion resistance is nominal. Color fastness is rated for 100 wash cycles before noticeable degradation. The pattern is designated Jungle Friends, approved for market deployment under the SleepSafe product line. This concludes the automated portion of the analysis. Manual review is now required for tactile and comfort metrics. End of report segment. Addendum. Cross-referencing with longitudinal study 7-3. Subject group Beta. Monitoring dermal absorption rates over a 90-day exposure period. Observed data points are consistent with projections. Minor erythema reported in 17% of subjects, classified as statistically insignificant. No further adverse reactions have been logged. The protocol is effective. The material is safe. The material is SA. Initiating review of Batch 415. Production date May 12, 1998. Initial analysis shows all chemical markers for pyrocryl flame retardant are within acceptable parameters. Structural integrity is nominal. However, a minor deviation was logged during post-production quality control. Color fastness tests under simulated high UV exposure show a 7% greater fade rate in the yellow and red pigment channels compared to the control batch. The deviation is logged as cosmetic and does not impact safety compliance. The batch was approved for distribution. Proceeding to environmental stress. Stress testing. Data integrity check. Warning, file segment corrupted. Rerouting input. Input source. Alternate stream detected. Displaying 4-5, 4, 3. The children appear lethargic. Neurological response times are below the baseline for their age group. Subject 9 shows signs of a severe dermal reaction on the left forearm. Visual data is inconsistent with textile factory records. Reverting to primary archive feed. The segment is flagged for deletion. Resuming analysis. Abrasion testing for batch 415. Pyrocryl fabric samples are subjected to 50,000 double rub cycles via the Weisenbeck method. This simulates approximately 10 years of household wear and tear. The objective is to measure structural decay and the release of particulate matter. Per federal regulations, particulate off-gassing must remain below 0.02 micrograms per cubic meter. This test ensures the long-term safety and durability of the SleepSafe product line in a domestic environment. Warning: data corruption cascade. Analysis of particulate residue is non-standard. The chemical signature does not match pyrocryl. It is an oily, iridescent compound of unknown origin. It adheres to glass and plastic surfaces. It is bioreactive. A caregiver was observed wiping the substance from an interior window. The system recommends immediate signal lost, attempting to re-establish connection to Archive 77B. Batch 415. Ancillary studies related to fabric contact during rest periods. Neurological response in juvenile subjects is noted as within acceptable variance. Cognitive function testing shows a statistically insignificant deviation from baseline. Data integrity compromised. Please stand by for system recalibration. Unforeseen dermal absorption, exceeding safety parameters by factor of 12. Systemic toxicity, report flagged by automated health monitor. Manual override, denied. Contingency protocol, failed. Primary system unresponsive. Engaging archive recovery module. Displaying final valid telemetry from Unit 77B. Timestamp 1845, November 12, 1998. Environmental status sterile. Biosignatures 0. Initiating standard visual sweep protocol. Camera pan engaged. Sweep complete. Anomaly detected on observation partition G7. Focusing. Zoom at 200%. Analysis. Unidentified biological residue. Non-standard chemical signature matching pyrocryl batch 415. Form factor. Handprint. Juvenile. Log entry complete. Holding final frame. This is the end of the archive.